Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane after a sex scene that came right the hell out of nowhere and I suspect will not serve any function in the plot at all. Don't say anything, Roger. We quietly wipe ourselves in this awkward atmosphere. We can't even look at each other, but we're probably both beat red. Well, of course, even it was caused by the smoke. Never imagined we'd get that crazy. To be honest, I don't think I'll be able to look Al straight in the face anytime soon. But, well, thanks to her, or maybe not, anyways, I've at least calmed down now. I won't do any more shameful things, I think. I hope. Al fixes a swimsuit and stands up. Good, stand up and let's get going. Yeah, got it. That's right, there's no time to be wasting, and we continue on forward. My footsteps echo through the temple as I pass through many halls and chambers. After a short while, we reach what must be the centre of the temple. And from that chamber comes... Pluthnagu, Mufnada, Cthulhu, Relay, Vuthnana, Fatan. Pluthnaga, Muflane, Cthulhu, Relay, Mufla, Fatan. Pluthnagu, Mufnawa, Cthulhu, Relay, Vutnaga, Fatan. Incidentally, I'm fully aware of the fact that I am saying that completely differently every time I do it. Just so you know. Demonic chanting can be heard. Must be those fish people. This doesn't look good. If the princess and the others have been caught, there's no time to think. I step into the room. It's a temple. A vast open space at the centre of which is an altar mounted with an enormous idol of some fish monster. Surrounding the altar, chanting their prayers incessantly, are the people of Innsmouth. No, they've wholly shed their human forms and become complete fish men. The deep ones are having an orgy here, and seeing these frog faces copulate, it's a horrifying and disgusting scene. I see women, probably abducted tourists, being violated by several deep ones each. I feel an uncontrollable rage well up inside me. Fuck you, amphibian pieces of shit! Hey, Kuro! I leap out of hiding to face the mob, and the deep ones look upon the unexpected intruder with their dull eyes. I'm surprised at first, but they soon recognise me as an enemy, and they surround me, approaching with shambling stride. You fool! You just jumped in without thinking! No problem. I'll take care of them all together. Cthulhu. With an inhuman battle cry, the first of the group of creatures leaps upon me. I weave a spell, summoning the scimitar of Barzai in a burst of flames. My flashing sword relieves the deep ones of their heads, green blood spraying wildly as the frog-like faces go sailing through the air. See! My next move is to toss the scimitar like a boomerang, and the whirling blade slices through all the deep ones in its path, sending limbs flying everywhere. Ugh. Several more attack stupidly, thinking they have a chance now that I'm unarmed, but I send them flying with punches, kicks, and blows from my wings, and I catch the returning scimitar and cleave another enemy in two. I cut down everything I touch, enveloped in a whirlwind of green blood, and while slaying I look around the room. The Princess and Lisa haven't been caught, have they? The attack ceases, and looking around I realise that I've killed about 20 of them. The deep ones are clearly distressed over losing so many comrades at once, and they stare at me with anger and loathing. Several men step forward, pushing aside the hesitant deep ones. These aren't fish people, which means... One of the men is dragging one of the women from earlier by her hair. He yanks her up and shoves her towards me. Look out. I reflexively hold my arms out to catch the woman. Wait! Kuro, it's a trap! Huh? It's too late. The falling woman's mouth is twisting in an evil smile. Just as a chill runs up my spine, the woman's back bursts open, revealing many arms of a starfish. Shit, she's one too. Yeah! The woman clings to me, grabbing me tightly with her 5 arms. I try to shake her off, but she's not letting go. Shit, get off! Kuro, the others! While I struggle with the starfish woman, the men also begin to change shape. Another octopus man, a shark man, even a turtle man. A regular parade of aquatic life. Sha! The shark man charges, closing the distance rapidly. And it opens its mouth wide, revealing countless teeth designed to kill its prey with one bite. Suddenly its serrated teeth are shattered to pieces, flying through the air, along with the shark creature itself. Ow! Duh? I change my wings to the shape of a trident and spear the starfish woman, and when she falls back I slice her in half with the scimitar. Now that I'm finally free, I look over at the person who sent the Sharkman flying. A Fortismo did the trick. Butler! We finally found you, Mr. Diaju. Hey there, Kuro! Princess! Lisa! You're okay. Everyone comes running out of a different passage. Thank God, everyone's fine. There's nothing to worry about. All that's left is... Now then, we mustn't waste too much time on these fellows. Let's take care of them quickly. Hell yeah! Shaka! The remaining Octopus Man and the Turtle Man rush us. They're no match for me and the Butler. It's over in an instant, and the creature's lying dead at our feet. These monsters must have been their trump card, because the Deep Ones are clearly at a loss for what to do next. The Deep Ones grow restless. Okay. It's always weird whenever we get the same line of dialogue twice. Now then, say your prayers, Frogman. Slowly, carefully we inch closer, but the Deep Ones retreat in fear. But then... What? The sound of clapping suddenly echoes through the room, cutting through the din of the Deep Ones. Marvellous! Marvellous! No less from Diaju, Kuro and Al-Azif. You are, after all, the enemies of Black Lodge. I should not have expected those failures to be of any use. Fantastic! Truly, truly, truly fantastic! Two men emerge from the rear of the temple. One is an old man with the Innsmouth look. The other is a middle-aged man who looks the spitting image of a classic gentleman. It's he is the one who's clapping his hands. Forget about the old man. The pressure I feel from the gentleman makes it clear that he's more than he seems. He puts his hand over his heart and makes a flourishing bow. Ah, forgive me, I have yet to introduce myself. A pleasure to meet you. I am Vespanius, one of the Black Lodge wizards known as the Anticross. I look forward to a fruitful relationship. Anticross? Again? The Anticross again? This is the third one we've met. Are they starting to move in earnest? Why would one of the Master Therion's right-hand men be playing with the Deep Ones? What's your purpose? I suppose you could call it a little experiment. They've actually been quite useful, you know. Now all that's left is to wait the results. What? The old man frowned suspiciously at Vespanius' words. With a sly smile, Vespanius gives the elder's shoulder a friendly pat. That's right, elder. Now is the time for your wishes to come true. Come, let us summon a god. What'd he say? Summon a god? Just what are you planning? Simple. Observe and you will understand. You will understand well. Now then, a look over there. Vespanius points to the altar, to the enormous fish monster statue enshrined there. A girl? And there's a girl on top of the statue. A strange girl, wearing unusual clothes from some distant country, perhaps even some distant world. Sitting atop the altar, her long robes trailing along the floor, the girl has the divine aura of a priestess, in the service of some otherworldly god. Even from here I can see the contrasting colours of her eyes, glittering amethyst and gold in the darkness. Holy hell! They actually are what the text says they are! Seriously, it's amazing how big the disconnect between artist and writer has been in this game. The priestess stares blankly ahead as though she's gazing far, far off to the end of the world. The Deep Ones cry out with joy at her appearance, and in the midst of their exultation can be heard that accursed, unearthly prayer. Puchna, Masala, Cthulhu, Raleigh, Vanake, Fatang. Puthlunaga, Muthrala, Cthulhu, Raleigh, Mufmana, Fatan. Puthnale, Muthrala, Cthulhu, Raleigh, Mufmana, Fatan. Huh? The princess and Lisa turn pale, holding their hands over their mouths so they keep from vomiting. I don't blame them. Perhaps responding to the cries of the Deep One, the girl sings some incantation in a clear, resounding voice. Cthulhu! Vana! Fatan! Ugh! This is... As she chants an intense aura of divine majesty and perforation. Putrefaction. The word is putrefaction, and you knew that. As she chants, an intense aura of divine majesty and putrefaction emanates from her, and the pressure of it threatens to burst my heart. This aura, she's more than she seems. She's clearly not even human. This feeling is... Just as the thought enters my mind, the girl's form wavers slightly. and I see it. For an instant, the girl is made of pages, which means... a grimoire! This powerful divine aura of water! The relay text! I knew it! Just like Al in the Platonic manuscripts, she's the spirit of a grimoire. That is correct. Just what I'd expect from Al Azif. Indeed, indeed. She too is a grimoire of the highest order, and with this book, this power and our theories, summoning a god or two should be simple. Just like this. Rochale, Ina, Ya, God, Dagon, Dagon. I feel something like an explosion impacting my soul, and the divine aura and miasma are growing. The twin auras of majesty and corruption surround the girl and the statue, and the statue begins to glow with a dim light. What pressure! This is bad, Kuro! Oh, finally! The cheers of the deep ones become a deafening roar, and the stone statue, is taking on the colour of life. Some slime begins to cover its surface, glistening in many hues. With the sound of a great boulder moving, the statue opens its eyes. Evil, beyond measure. Panic and terror explode in my chest, blasting away my reason. And by the time I realise what I'm doing, I've leapt upon Vesparius. Oh! I bring the scimitar crashing down upon his head. Power bursts from the blade, its radiance turning the world white. However... haste makes waste, dear Kuro. I would ask you to watch quietly until the end. Huh? Right before I split his skull, Vesparius stopped the scimitar with his thick stick. My power collides, sparks emerge from the length of my blade. Here! Ah! He casually parries the scimitar and jabs the tip of his stick into my throat. Sing, Otho! He raises his left hand before him, his palm writhing unnaturally, and pushing aside the skin of his hand. A human face emerges. What the? Equity delosh, octadoch nach. The face speaks, and power gathers in Vespanius' hand. A sphere of arcane symbols appears with a gaping mouth, forming a container for the compressed words of power. Ah! Ah! The power of the words are unleashed, blasting me backwards. Or rather, it's more like some invisible power grows me from behind and pulls me back. I go spinning through the air. Mr. Teoshu! Kuro! Now then, stay there and watch. I'm thrown all the way back to where the princess and Lisa are standing. Combined with the pain of having my throat crushed, the shock of smashing into the stone floor knocks all the wind out of me. The damage is unexpectedly huge, but I muster up the energy to sit up and look towards Vespanius. Looking past him, I notice the strange change coming over the altar. Struck speechless, all I can do is watch. The statue is... Life has entered the statue of the god, and the stone cracks, green light shining through the gaps. The fissures widen, and the stone begins to crumble. And from beneath the stone emerges an enormous bulk, its appearance defying description. I can't tell whether it's made of huge interlocking scales or simply just several massive layered shells. The statue's unable to contain the enormity of the thing, and the stone breaking away as it grows larger. It's like an insect emerging from its chrysalis. The cloudy eyes rotate, staring at its surroundings. A sudden chill races up my spine, so strong that it makes me nauseous, and the others appear to be affected in the same way. Everyone trying to keep their shivering bodies under control. And Al sputters by my ear. Dagon! This is going to be difficult. Dagon? Lord of the Deep Ones, and the kindred of the gods that sleep under the sea, worshipped as a merman god by the ancient Philistines. It's more like one of those film monsters than a god. She's got that right. Yep, and with that reveal, I think that's an excellent point to end that part. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.